On JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, 16-year-old girl among two allegedly held with $2 million worth of ganja. A 16-year-old girl and a 57-year-old man have been charged with breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act after they were allegedly found with almost $2 million worth of ganja on Friday. Melton Blackwood, otherwise called Blacks, a truck driver from Walton Park Road, St. Andrew, and the female juvenile were reportedly held after a truck they were in was intercepted by police. They have been charged with possession, dealing, trafficking, taking steps preparatory to exporting ganja, and possession of criminal property. It is reported that about 2:45 p.m. Friday, a joint operation was conducted by members of the Narcotics and St. Andrew North Police Division. During the operation, a white Isuzu truck was intercepted along the St. Christopher Main Road in Stony Hill, St. Andrew. A subsequent search of the truck revealed that it was laden with approximately 1,500 pounds of compressed ganja. Blackwood, who was driving the truck, and the female were taken into custody. Blackwood was also found with cash amounting to more than $70,000. Following investigations, they were charged. DCS staff bus attacked by gunmen on Maxfield Avenue. The Department of Correctional Services, DCS, is reporting that members of staff from the Metcalfe Street Secure Juvenile Remand Center were attacked by gunmen on Maxfield Avenue on Saturday morning. According to reports, the incident happened approximately 12:35 a.m. while the department bus, driven by a correctional officer, was transporting staff home from the early night shift. They were reportedly attacked by 4 gunmen who opened fire at the bus as it arrived on Maxfield Avenue. An escort returned fire, which allegedly dissuaded the attackers. No one was hurt during the attack, and according to DCS, everyone is now safe. A report was filed with the Halfway Tree Police. MP slams vandals for defacing Jamaica's 60 murals in Waterford, Portmore. Robert Miller, Member of Parliament for South Eastern St. Catherine, has slammed the actions of vandals who have defaced murals in the Waterford community in Portmore. The murals were vandalized sometime on Friday night. Calling the act shameful, Miller, in a release, expressed disappointment that efforts spent beautifying the community as part of the Jamaica 60th celebrations were brought to a disgraceful climax. Over the last 3 days, members of the Waterford community joined the Jamaica 60 campaign, Reigniting a Nation, by embarking on various cleaning and beautification exercise in the Waterford community, the release read. Whilst the murals were being done, many residents expressed their pride towards this new and different approach towards community activism and nationalism. The release said the defaced murals have left members of the community with a distaste that will only seek to devalue the efforts of the Waterford community. Defense lawyer rips testimony given by video link. A defense attorney in the Wonderland gang trial on Thursday raised concerns that the leeway given to the Crown's 2 main witnesses to testify via live video link provided the perfect cover for body language, which would betray lies that would otherwise not be missed by the sitting judge. The 2 main witnesses, self-confessed ex-top-tier members of the criminal outfit, testified via live video link from a remote location during the trial, which began in September last year. The 2, who both professed fear for their lives, were allowed to do so due to the strictures of the novel coronavirus pandemic and for security reasons. But Keith Bishop, attorney for the accused Lamar Simpson, in challenging the credibility of the witnesses, said the fact that the 2 did not appear in the actual witness box provided an added cover for deception to pass unnoticed. For many centuries, judges and lawyers alike have been able to make an assessment of credibility with the witness, sometimes less than 10 feet away, due to the pandemic, and in this case, for other reasons. Both main witnesses gave evidence by way of video link, Bishop argued. This might have posed a difficulty if the quality of the video was not consistently good. Truth-telling might be important to the outcome of a case. The need to make an assessment of non-spoken behavior is critical, as it is believed that liars give themselves away not only by their spoken words, but through non-spoken behavior, the attorney said. My lord, my understanding is that there are 2 types of lying. One is to conceal and the other is to falsify. The court would recall many instances when under cross-examination, both witnesses told this court that they did not tell the police certain details, he added. According to the attorney, the issue was even graver given the fact that both witnesses, at times, admitted under questioning that some details to which they testified in the trial had not been told to the cops who took their statements. Arguing that they had deliberately attempted to conceal details at varying instances, the attorney pointed to the evidence of witness number 2, who had said he was a banker for the gang and collected extortion monies from the Spanish Town bus park of between $80,000 and $100,000 daily. That witness, however, said he had destroyed the records of those monies on the eve of a state of emergency being declared in St. Catherine. He, however, did not say what happened to the funds, which he said he had kept hidden in a refrigerator in his swanky home, and which bankrolled gun and bullet purchases, attorney fees, grocery, and rental car acquisitions by the gang. Said Bishop, "Nothing has been said about the money that was extorted. We know that the records were destroyed, but nothing about the money." What about the money? Did he destroy those or did he hand over those? I suppose the police were not told about those monies. The court can take a view as to whether or not there was a deliberate attempt to conceal. Charges pending against cops linked to fatal bribery case. The two cops who were arrested in connection with the shooting death of a man in Red Hills, St. Andrew earlier this month, were picked out during an identification parade on Saturday, law enforcement sources have disclosed. Their names have not been released, but it has been reported that they were assigned to the Constant Spring Police Station, also in St. Andrew. They are now being questioned by investigators, and it is expected that they will be formally charged later today, sources disclose. This development comes a day after a parish court judge ordered police investigators to either charge or release the two cops by 6 p.m. today. The judge also ordered that the cops should be brought before the Kingston and St. Andrew Criminal Court as soon as possible if they are positively identified. The cops were taken into custody following allegations linking them to the murder of Philip Wallace, a 29-year-old tailor, outside a bar in his community on July 16. Wallace, who resided at Green Glide Close, also in Red Hills, was reportedly killed after he refused to pay money to his assailants in connection with a bribery case. The police have confirmed that a third cop linked to the incident fled the island and is being sought with help from international partners. The Independent Commission of Investigations is investigating the incident along with the Major Investigations Division. Jamaica records 127 new COVID-19 cases, 2 more deaths. Jamaica on Friday recorded 127 new cases of COVID-19 and 2 more virus-related deaths in the last 24 hours, bringing the total confirmed cases to 146,241 and the death toll to 3,193. Of the newly reported cases, there were 74 females and 53 males, with ages ranging from 83 days to 108 years. The new cases were recorded in St. James 11, Kingston and St. Andrew 46, St. Anne 4, Westmoreland 2, Clarendon 12, St. Catherine 35, Manchester 10, St. Elizabeth 3, Trelawney 2, and St. Thomas 2. Hanover, St. Mary and Portland recorded no new cases. The latest fatalities are a 69-year-old male from St. Catherine who died in February 2021 and a 67-year-old male from St. Catherine who died in March 2021. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the country also recorded 101 recoveries for a total of 93,738. There are 1,342 active cases of COVID-19 on the island. The positivity rate for the latest round of testing now stands at 21.8%. Currently, 100 people are hospitalized, with 4 being critically ill. And in sports news, Jamaica beat South Africa in netball. Jamaica's Sunshine Girls sent a big message that they were intent on upgrading their bronze medal from the previous Commonwealth Games after a big 19-point 68-49 win over South Africa in their Pool A match at the NEC Arena in Birmingham on Saturday. It was back-to-back wins for the Jamaicans after they opened their campaign with a 72-43 win over Wales on Friday. Led by a combined 48 goals from starting goal shooter Janelle Fowler and goal attack Shanice Beckford, Jamaica got off to a fast start and led by 11 after the first quarter and increased the margin to 18 goals at the halftime break and were up 37-19. The Jamaicans continued to push hard and were up 54-31 at the end of the third quarter when both Fowler and Beckford were taken out of the game. And despite South Africa winning the final quarter 18-14, it was another big win for the Sunshine Girls. Fowler was perfect with 33 goals from as many attempts. Beckford scored 15 from 18 attempts. Shimona Nelson scored 14 from 14 and Rebecca Robinson scored 6 from 6. Jamaica will return to action on Monday against Caribbean neighbors Barbados. And in athletics, MVP confirms Jackson, McPherson and Morrison will miss Commonwealth Games. President of the MVP track club, Bruce James, has confirmed that both the Jamaica Olympic Association and the Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association, J3As, have been advised that both Sharika Jackson and Stephanie Ann McPherson will not be available for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, England. This is another blow to a Jamaican team that is already missing several big names of the track and field competition, which gets underway at Alexandra Stadium on August 2. The J3s and the JOA have both been advised via email that Sherika Jackson, Stephanie McPherson, and Natasha Morrison are not available for the 2022 Commonwealth Games, James said. The email was sent on Saturday. A few hours earlier, J3A's team manager Ludlow Watts shared that he had not received any notification at that point and was proceeding as normal with preparations for the athletes. I'm not listening to those, what I would call rumors. I'm dealing with what Jackson is supposed to be doing here, and I'm expecting her to be here within a day or so. So I'm actually dealing on that aspect right now, Watts said at the time. Doubts were initially raised about the availability of the freshly minted World Championships 200 meters champion Jackson after it was revealed that she is down to compete in the half-lap event at a Diamond League meet in Poland, which starts on August 6, just 4 days after the start of the track and field competition in Birmingham. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.